Party people in the place to be. New York City is proudly present the new show that's coming on, Hip Hop New York, produced by my man Spank, Henry Chalfant, and Snow White. And we gonna do it something like this: 1 for the highs, 2 for tribulation. The beat is so fresh, so let's give a demonstration.
How you doing? My name is Spank TC5 and I'm introducing my show, Hip Hop New York, and we're live from the Bronx at Fashion Motor. I basically want to tell you right now what we all about. We all about young people and the development in the South Bronx right about now, the movement going on, graffiti, wild style, everything involved.
Yes, y'all, and I got to be fresh, rhyming over microphone with the most finesse. I'm the E in the century, because I rock the mic with duplicated to see. Rhyming over microphone to be a church MC. People in the place just listen up clear. I said I have another go in this career. Sit to be at the top and earn my respect. So I keep you every discotheque. My destiny is y'all to come, and then the sucker MCs can try to get some. I'm not giving up and say I haven't tried like the other MCs. I have my own pride. Here's a demonstration to the rest of the nation. You better peep out my new creation. Now that's the taste of my brand new style. Cool, calm, unique, and very mild. I put a lot of hard work into my rhyme. From the past year to the present time. But look at me now, because I'm on my way. When I get to the top, you know I'm going to stay. Then you know that the G is the very best. And then I have an edge over all the rest. So just listen to me rhyming. My name is not Simon. Believe what you say, it's gotta be true. When you hear me over mic, when I've been through. Other MCs try to take a lot of perfection. When I'm over microphone, I always hit connection. My rhymes duplicated and other MCs right on my rhymes so viciously. And when I hit with a heart, I'm right at the start, rapping over microphone, I'm the MC start. Rhyming over mic and I'm a work of art. I'm the king of the chart and I will play my part. I make a little mistakes, but that's no thing. When I come to rock the mic with the music we bring, all the others, and not my brothers. Listen to the Easy G, I am a real lover. Somebody got a brother on the MIC. I'm rhyming over microphone so viciously, and you won't stop, and you won't stop. And that bop to rock, it's like a fucked up shoes, the holes in your socks. And just listen to the G, about ready to rock. I'm on to the break of dawn until you won't stop rocking till everybody's gone. Drive faster, see my mellow, my man. So when you're rhyming over my and me, the backstand. And you don't stop, and you don't say. Just the other day, I was going downtown to see my girl. When I saw her above, he was in a different world, lying on the ground, all curled up in the bowl of clothes that were full of hoes.
like a couple of years back, you look at graffiti and this whole hip-hop culture stuff, and people, you know, it wasn't organized the way it's organized now. Now you walk down the street and you see kids, you know, breakdancing like they see it in the movies. You have graffiti in movies, you got breakdancing in movies, you got posters on the trains about breakdancers, you got, I mean, albums of rappers, and, I mean, you know, like this whole hip-hop culture, the subculture of the ghettos become something big. A lot of people that are watching this show don't know what graffiti, you know, is about. They think graffiti is like a kid vandalizing the subway. The energy coming from this whole hip-hop culture, it's not negative, it's positive. It's helped a lot of kids, you know, from living in the streets and just hanging around and fooling around with drugs, you know, giving them something to do with their time, something good, something constructive.
You know, there's a lot of hard work in what we do. Some people look at graffiti very negative, but, you know, really trying to make it positive. We're doing things like canvases, and we're doing fashion. You know, we're doing graffiti on clothes and stuff like that. And plus, we're really doing a lot of things for our community, too. Like, you know, we're painting gates, painting murals around, really beautifying parks and things like that.
Now, graffiti, you know, to be the graffiti, to try to be your best and do your best, because when you walk down the street, you want to feel like, hey, yo, I'm Brim, you know, and I'm fresh, and I did something good, you know, I didn't do a whack piece, I did a fresh piece, you know, and you want to dress nice, and, you know, it's like, you might not live in the best neighborhood, you might, you know, you might live in, like, the other day, I was walking through my neighborhood, and I was looking abandoned buildings, and, you know, rats and roaches and junkies, you know, and all that. And, you know, you might not live in, you know, the best neighborhood, but if you do something, man, you feel like you right up there with everybody else, man. You feel like, hey, I could do this, and you can't do that, you know. And you have self-respect, you know, self-esteem. And you're number one, you know. And this is what it is, you know, this is what this whole thing is about, man. You know, it's to be number one in the ghetto.
When I first realized the fast money goes, walk out the door, Disco Richie just froze, singing to myself, the fast money goes. It took so long for me to collect it, but it didn't take long at all to wreck it. $50 tickets, a suit made a leper, a goose down farmer to wear in cold weather. Reached in my pocket, couldn't pay for fast fit, all my money to buy fresh beer. I just got paid and I got no money. It might sound sad, but it sure ain't funny. Words, yo, see that man? You think you're grown, you told your parents you're ready to leave their home. You met a girl and you had a son. That's where your problem just begun. Didn't know being independent was so tough. Working 2 jobs still ain't bringing enough. The money you save is no longer there, so you told your girl to get on welfare. Got bills to pay, you're in a 2 months back. No cash to put gas in your Cadillac. And now you're sorry for what you done. You don't wanna be a father, you wanna be a son.
This is Dondi, CIA to my left, and I have Butch 2 to the left. These are writers and originators.
We go far back, me and Dondi, back to the 70s, early 70s and whatnot. You know, everybody have their own identity, and it's graffiti that brought us together from, like, everything is all subculture, but everybody have from their own neighborhood. Like, I'm from way uptown, Donnie might be from downtown, but through writing, we seem like we're from the same neighborhood, more or less.
Well, to break that down, you from the Boogie Down Bronx, and Donnie's from East New York, Brooklyn. So that's a long way apart. So these trains got us all together. I like to say that right here.
trains make it seem like we all off the same block.
Yeah.
You know, we watch the same line, just on
Like,
different stations.
They just go all the way to the end, you know. And the number 2 and 5, they go far, boy.
So
They hit all parts of New York.
Word, much people get to check it.
Yeah, you did them, y'all was doing them trains. Y'all made everybody happy.
Yeah.
Everybody in my block was happy when the train passed by. I'll tell you something about New York City. It generates graffiti artists.
Yeah.
I mean, from brother to brother.
We got
I mean, you pass it on to your brother, his cousin passes it on to his cousin. I mean, style is spread all over the city. And that's what makes New York one of the best cities in the world. It has so much style.
I just got finished coming back from California, where I was doing fashions there, and graffiti fashions is actually what I was doing out there. And you know, you can get in things like doing advertisement. You know, I see better things in the future, and you know, people like you, Spank, is actually, you know, helping promote the art and showing people what it is. And you know, it's a privilege being on the show and to talk about things that are going on.
Thank you.
Another thing
I feel that it's a great art, you know, and it's got a lot of energy behind it. And we are young people just making our future be known, telling it all to you live.
That's how it is, and I want to just like go on beyond graffiti into like G2 said, he's doing fashion design. I'm also doing that, having a show this Thursday with fashion design. And other than doing that, you know, I got myself through high school and into a private art college, which is, you know, respectable, very respectable for graffiti artists. Whereas for, you know, I see like some graffiti artists, you know, they got so involved with the negative part of graffiti that they're going nowhere fast. You know, they're not thinking about painting canvas, what they can do with graffiti. You know, just thinking, yeah, crossing out and, you know, doing insides of the train, which is just ridiculous. Graffiti's beyond that. It's all about all this that's in here. Colors, you know, wild style, top to bottoms.
Taking it back.
That's right.
To
All
the
this
coal
is here.
mines. To the
all
coal
here.
mines. It's all
This is
right here.
history.
This is knowledge. Knowledge. This is the book of knowledge. Let it be known. This is the book of knowledge.
Electric boogie is basically isolation of the body. It's sort of like doing the robot and miming at the same time. So what you're doing is you're trying to explain a move that you're doing with your whole body into it, but without the object. Just serves the same purpose as miming. And plus you're adding in what we call a pop. A pop is just like a quick stop. So you have a lot of ways of popping. You can either pop with this, you know, with your muscles. You strain your muscles. You keep them tense and it automatically like stops. Or you can pop with a shoulder. That's called a shoulder pop. So what you're doing is when you throw your shoulder pop, you stop. And it looks just like, you know, you're hitting an object. And then there's a body pop. Now body pop, you use your legs and your body and your arms, and you tense your muscles and it, you know, stop. It's sort of like a robotic, you know, move. These are Egyptian moves. And bring it out. Bring it around that way. When you swing it around like that. They have to go the same way. Now bring it back. Now they face each other. And you bring it in like this. Switch hands. With each motion you do, you add the pop. That's what electric boogie is all about, popping. Popping started in California as the robot, and they added more into it And out there it was called a pop, but when it got to New York, we called it electric boogie because we add more motion to it and we move our whole body at the same time. You know, so that's how we got his name out here. Sort of like an electrical current going through your body. Like a move you might have seen me do when I take a light bulb out, I stick my finger in it, and all of a sudden I start shaking.